live coding sessions. This is the session 9, and we're starting at the lesson confirm the ending. We have 3 persons here today, me, myself, and I, as well as
one here too.
Craig and Ronnie.
Big up.
Here.
Yeah, man, so we're about to start off confirm the ending, but just before we do that, we're going to make the one post. So this is, let me just show you guys. So this is the Facebook. Don't watch my tabs or anything there. So there's this FreeCodeCamp Kingston Jamaica group. Feel free to join it. It is facebook.com/groups/free.code.camp.kingston.jamaica. And we're just going to make this normal post to make persons know that we have the live session on. But yeah, man, feel free to join. And then we have our Facebook page, our YouTube channel called YaadCode. So yeah, man, so this is FreeCodeCamp session 9. So check out this lesson that we have confirmed the ending in our FreeCodeCamp track. So we're going for the front-end developer certification. All right, confirm the ending. Ronnie, kick it off.
What I mean?
Alright, well.
As in kick off the live, as in read. After all of the chatting, the man just say, what you mean?
Oh, I mean.
Kick it off.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Well, alright. What does it say? Alright, so we need to check if a string, well, we have a function. We're going to use a function, and it's going to take 2 arguments. The first argument is going to be a string. The second argument is going to be a string as well, but it's going to be referred to as target. What we're going to do is we're going to check to see if string ends with whatever is target. And the challenge is to do that without using the .ends with method. And they recommend that we use substring method and the substr method. All right, I've never worked with any of those, so this should be interesting. But it says this, both of them basically take both of those methods, being the string and the substr method, take 2 arguments, a starting position and an ending position. So the idea is substring takes the index and substr takes start and length, the index as well. No, substr takes the first parameter is the index, and the second parameter is the number of characters that you want to extract. If you don't define it, it will go to the end. So we first need to capture the length of target. And then we need to basically use that to check to see if it exists at the end of string. So we know, let's see, string dot sub str takes the index and optional number of characters. So actually no, I want target.
So since we have target,
Ooh, let's see.
What's the difference between substring?
Substr takes takes two parameters. The first one is the index of where you want to start. The second parameter, which is optional, is the number of characters that you want to extract.
Okay, and substring.
Substring, on the other hand, takes index. So it takes the starting index and the ending index.
Okay.
So, and I would also imagine, if I remember correctly, substring, the second parameter is also optional. Yes. So if you, in either case, don't include the second parameter, it'll go to the end of the string automatically. And I don't see anything about whether it alters or does an existing string.
Alright, where to start?
So let's see what this is saying when you console log this. Whoa, what's that?
Alright.
What?
Let's see what this looks like. Run. Alright. They want me with substring.
Subster, yeah, subster. That's what we'll use. That's what we'll call it.
Subster.
Alright, so now that that is equal to that.
Link and you open. If you open up on your on your phone, you should be able to join it.
And if we console log string dot, what is it? Substring. Now, and it takes two parameters, so we want it to go backwards the length of target. So that means substring
Target.
with the argument of target dot length, no, minus target dot length. And what does that give me?
Alright, so I'm gonna loop through this
Whoa.
thing. I'm gonna loop back way.
Right. It should go everything. So, no.
It's at the end. So find the length of target and loop back way on the string itself. And if it's there, I'm trying something. So first,
The second one is optional. So why would the that is where you're gonna start from. I don't. Okay, so hold on. Let me try this. Define. Oh, wait. This is making sense. Oh, phone. Yeah, no, this doesn't make any sense. If index end is omitted, substring extracts the characters to the end of the string. If index start is equal to index end, yeah, substring returns an empty string, yeah. If index start is greater than index end, then the effect of substring is as if the two arguments were swapped. If the index start is great. Let's see what happens when we do this. because that doesn't make any sense. 1, no, 6 and 1. Tell me what that is. FU. If you run string dot substring and pass it to 6 and 1, because of what they have as one of their things, one of the answers will be FU. And that was actually accidental though. I know, right? Why is this so difficult? Why am I tripping out for this? Minus. No, it's minus that, so. No, something is wrong.
Why is it that it's only Russian hackers coming into the group and not anybody else? I'm so confused. Like, some stereotypes.
And they're selling bitcoins.
You must scam your bitcoin.
They're trying to get persons to buy bitcoins. I didn't click on the link, but I copied the text.
No, Zine. I ain't touching nothing.
I'm afraid to delete it out of the group because I don't accidentally click it.
Better report them.
String dot length. No, but that wouldn't make sense because it's not going to be minus.
What would this do, by the way? Alright, if I find the length of target. Right? Alright.
I thought, but no, wait. When you wanted, if you wanted to count backwards in a string, don't you use some negative number, something? Like, isn't negative 1? Yeah, so isn't negative 1 the last element in a array or a string? Why is this like crazy?
Length of target. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that would be 1. I need to get a longer string from FreeCodeCamp. That should return false.
Now it's undefined. Why is it? Oh, because I can't put that there. It's dumbass.
This is serious.
Like, I'm on screen share when Mr. Wagwan.
So,
yeah, why is this all of a sudden not working?
Let cut string equal. This is a target string. That's substring. Minus.
Oh.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Something is completely, but none of this is working. I thought it would. And I'm pretty sure I've done this before using it, so I don't know why all of a sudden it's not working.
You're looping?
No, I'm just trying to access the last number, the last element in the string. The last index, rather. String dot length.
I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it will work.
1.
Well, I did something that worked.
There you go.
Share my screen. I don't know if I can pick sense out of the nonsense on me those, right? Share my screen. Alright. So find the length of the target, right?
Right.
And me use the substring because them say we can use substring to find,
Right.
for example, anything. So what I did was to have it loop back way. I think it's supposed to loop back way using the minus character.
Yeah.
So minus the length of the string, which would be minus, in this case would be -4. I find SAME, which is this.
So you say substring. The difference
Substring,
between
yeah, so I find that.
The difference between it and sub at the first wait, both of them take the index as the first, the starting index as the first argument, right? But the difference is in the second one.
Yeah, this
equal to TARGET. May I try something? Let's see if it works.
No.
It's supposed to return true or false, right?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
That's an interesting return statement.
You're the one, man.
Yo.
I know, right?
Woo.
Got it, man. But yo,
Got it.
substring.
So why is this not
substring
working?
and substring different again?
Subster.
Alright, subster. I use the subster. I didn't try substring still, but I use the subster. Right.
Why is it different? How is it different?
I don't know what make it different still.
No, one of them, I was just reading it, MDN a while ago. One of them, subster, subster takes the index and the number of characters.
Yeah.
Substring takes the index and the index of the end.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. So my version now, I just use the length of target and the length of string and then minus string from target length and use substring itself.
There you go.
Who don't understand, I'm excited to solve it a while ago. So easy. Why? When we just at the FreeCodeCamp, I buck up on them challenge here. I don't know my head from my foot from my finger. So
I know, right?
me solving the algorithm so easy and you know, take out well for brain power. It means me I learn.
Yeah. And that you want this? Like even the next one, even this next one, repeat a string. I remember when I was doing this the first time.
It's bad.
And I had seen it before, but I could just not figure out how to do it on my own.
This bad. Man. So wait, on solve it confident, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if this make it talk. Just a second. Wait, don't cash it back on the screen, you know. I can't talk about the share.
Repeat a given string a number of times. Return an empty string if you know what? Repeat the numbers a number of times.
Yeah, so you have to check to see if that number is greater than 0.
I can't believe it. What's that of it so quick? Really? Wow! Wait, nothing new chart.
There is also a method. Strings have a method that repeat. And that method, as you would guess, repeats the number The repeat method constructs and returns a new string which contains the specified number of copies of the string on which it was called, concatenated together. So there's a method that already does this. And the parameter of that method is the number of times you want to repeat it.
Alright, let's see what we can do to solve this one.
My princess gone, far, far away. And she left me alone. Says was going to stay. I say my princess gone.
I mean, they have books on just Ajax,
I mean, Ajax so simply.
which is strange. Which is strange, yeah, because it's strange because, like, okay, so isn't Ajax just this thing? What is it? Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Yeah, so okay, so what more is there we need to know in 2018?
What, in FreeCodeCamp? I mean, in
No, in general. No, in just Ajax in general. Like, what more
once
is
we
there
have
to do?
Ajax and object-oriented programming concepts and our that, I think, in my eyes, that's pretty much it.
Well, I think what happens then is you start to use code at a higher level. I think because I get the impression that you can work with JavaScript for years and never become a master of it.
Sure.
So it's as if it kind of, you can always dig deeper, or you can always do things in such a way that it can either execute faster or execute better without maybe writing long code or without writing very code in a certain way. I don't know.
You finish it on it?
Oh, yeah, doing this.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to solve this already?
Yeah.
You just do Targon.
Rock, stone, so damn you one dots. No, sir.
Ajax and PHP. Nope.
What did the Rasta do wrong? Did I do wrong? Alright, so let me say for repeat. That's gonna give repeat a given string, first argument, number of times, second argument. Return an empty string if number is not positive. Okay. Let me try something. First thing, if number is less than or equal to 0, I think, then I'm gonna return blank string.
Correct.
If not, or else, wait, this might I get beat next door. Only in Jamaica. Okay, alright, else, what am I gonna do? Loop through this up a bunch of time and, oh, I think I have an idea. Because if do a for loop, I think, alright, let's, zero, index.
Share your screen.
Can't believe United lost the game today.
I lost the what?
Lost the game today.
United, money.
Yeah.
X is greater than, right, is less than.
From them score the first goal, it was over.
What Man U stand for again? The Man U or something like that?
Manchester United, go ahead. Man U. Oh,
Wait, we have another person on the call, right?
no, I don't think so.
I hear a girl voice a while ago.
A while ago. Right?
Right, you need to fix the laugh there, no? You need to fix the laugh there. Alright, so let's say we have a variable name. No.
And that's the thing, Ajax. We're using, as he rightfully said, you're passing objects. So it's less about Ajax and more about object-oriented programming. So the fact that I'm just looking at this list, one of the links that Ranit did send, and it has tons of stuff on Ajax, and I'm just like, what more do you need to know about Ajax though? Like, what is it that I'm missing? Or is there like this whole world of Ajax that exists that we just are oblivious to?
Yeah, maybe we just know. Based on how they talk about it more, and say, oh, do you have a company resume? And say, no, Punjab description. And I say, well, you mean just a little 2 lines?
Yeah, but you best for know it, I go up on my own though. And I build my portfolio site, I gotta have Ajax all over that. I might even write a whole blog page about Ajax, make it seem like it's this huge. Well, since there's all these books, I must can write a blog page about Ajax.
When is that blog? Medium?
No, I've never actually done it before, but I would, yeah, because I use Medium that I sign up with. Unix tools tutorials. I want to find books on APIs. Building. Evading IDS firewalls and honeypots. I don't even know what that means.
Alright, books that me look on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a list of book. Honestly, I see it. Me stupid side chippy, me not even bother look on it, but just close off my side because it's like you're giving me a new toy.
Right?
So I don't feel doing that first, so
yeah, because
when
it's a whole new world.
More sense, we try again. But look on the book them.
Look on some of them, don't.
Yeah.
For real. Because even like security, even like web security, that's a whole new world now. And the thing about it is, if you're going to get involved in web development, I just feel that you need to understand enough about security.
For some reason, I think my code does look ugly.
Yeah, you will think so. And I think at this stage, most of our code is going to look ugly.
So I have a for loop inside an else statement. Is that healthy?
More than that for real, and that happens a lot now.
The what?
That happens a lot.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You king world.
That's what it is. You passed it, Gio?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna pass it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, don't want tonight. Alright. Alright. That's nothing. Alright, truncate a string. First argument, if it is longer than the given maximum string length. Second argument, return the truncated string with the ... ending.
This code is ugly.
That inserting the 3 dots at the end will add to the string length. Okay, fair enough. However, if the given maximum string length, which would be in this case a parameter number, is less than or equal to 3, then the addition of the 3 dots does not add to the string length in determining the truncated string. But to read, search arc, if you get stuck, write down one code.
I remember when I did this, I had to read this at least 20 times to figure out what the hell they were saying.
So the 3 dots.
In Jamaican terms, what they want to do.
The 3 dots, if it's less than the number. If it less,
alright, so in Jamaican terms.
No, if it's less than
well, if it's less than 3, you're not supposed to put in.
No, yeah.
Okay.
If it's no,
and
if it's less than 3, you put it.
Oh. What?
If it's less than or equal to 3, it should have the dots. If it's less than string dot length, or the length of the string, it's supposed to have the dots. Everything else, it doesn't have the dots.
Yeah, okay.
So if it's longer than the given maximum string length, the second argument, yeah, return.
So what if it's equal to? Oh, less. Okay.
Yeah.
So only if it's greater.
Add the dots. Also think, how is it that? Oh, I guess it's cookies. I'm like, how does it remember what I used when I did this like 3 months ago?
Maybe.
Drop it on a server, man. Maybe they have something up there, man.
Maybe it's stored in a database.
So they actually.
Cookie?
Right, so I didn't know, but I didn't know they were actually like, this is my account, so to speak.
This is not your account?
No, I mean, I know I have to log in and everything. I thought that was just really to kind of track my progress, not necessarily to actually save my code.
I said to say him do analytics for everybody and which part and reach and all kind of something. So enough things are going there. But
yeah, man, there's some way to track the data.
Yeah, which means that so all those times when I couldn't come up with something and I just used like some weird stuff in my code that they know. Exactly. Use Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. Oh shoot. Yeah, but I guess they would have to. They need to run analytics and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, nice. Got a free light today at work.
A free light?
Yeah. USB light.
Oh. Anybody ever use like a mobile internet for your laptop? Or your hotspot for your phone?
Global internet.
Yeah. I use one before, yeah.
How you use it? How do you get internet when there's no Wi-Fi to your laptop running? Ironic.
Huh?
How would you get internet to your laptop when you're not on Wi-Fi?
I'm not on Wi-Fi. Hotspot. Your phone.
Okay, so you've used your phone as a hotspot before.
I've used my phone as a hotspot, not with the laptop.
Oh, not with a laptop.
Not with a laptop.
Oh,
well,
see?
I'm actually on a desktop, really. Just had to pick up Wi-Fi.
Okay, Z. Okay, all right. What the hell?
Huh. Me one stuck.
No. All right, let's go again. If truncate a string, if the string is longer than the given maximum string length, which is the second argument. Return the truncated string with a ... Note that inserting the 3 dots to the end will add to the string length. So you can't really use string length as your gauge. So truncate a string if it is longer than the given. So if string is longer than num, truncate it. The given in the you see that just doesn't make sense though. There's just like nothing about that sentence that makes sense.
String length.
I don't understand about that.
Addition of 3.
That's not working.
And to that.
This sentence. String length.
Okay, return.
Num less than or equal to string length. Okay, that's right. Yeah, man, we get it. How about it? Hey, you played me now.
Let's use again.
Similar to substring and string. As a matter of fact, what is the difference between the three of those? It's on slice. Is that?
Honestly, I have no clue.
Yeah, no, it does.
More while me just scroll through and see which one fit one.
Oh, no.
I swear.
Slice returns a new string. It returns the answer as a new string.
Oh, Zin.
Substring and whatever just return. No, but hold on. Wouldn't that be the same thing though? That doesn't make any sense. Because wouldn't substring return a new string too?
There you go. We're gonna chop up the string. So, let's cut string.
Clear that the junk in your trunk.
Yeah, what the hell is the difference between those? Other than the character. I don't know, but let's ask Google. Dot sub string versus dot slice. And what's the difference between string dot slice and substring?
Let's try.
Oh, okay. All right. They have a little bit of quirky behaviors, but the way it works is substring. If you define a starting parameter that is greater than the ending parameter, substring will automatically switch those two. It will basically assume that what you did was a mistake, and it's supposed to switch them back around. So it's going to give you the right, well, not the right, but whichever one is shorter, the first one to the last one, regardless of how you put it. Slice, however, will not do that.
Oops.
Slice, if you try to do it backwards, we're going to find out what's going to happen. Slice. 6 and 3. And give me the answer, please. Slice will ignore it.
Reset. I got reset.
Is that right, though? Okay, that's interesting.
Yo, I don't understand. I'm failing only some small cases. I'm failing the first two. But the rest may pass.
All right, I will share my screen. Share screen. All right. So you can see my screen now, yeah?
Go on for this thing. Alright, let me see what you answer. You know, share everybody.
Hey, that's what my while ago.
You get kicked out, man. Then what make you not use slice?
Because slice allows you to truncate a string. It allows you to take out just whatever part of the string that you want. You could do the same thing with substring, or is it subster?
Subster.
So,
yeah, that may I use. I use the length.
you could use subster.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use, exactly. You could use subster with the length of the num. It's just that the way it's phrased, I find it very difficult to understand. But basically what it is saying is if num is less than 3 or equal to 3, give me, truncate the string the length of num and add the dots. However, if num is greater, if num is less than string dot length, output string from, and this is where it's funny, from, your minus 3 to offset for the 3 dots that you're just going to add. So it's num minus 3.
Hold on. If you have
If
a num,
right,
if you have something that's
if
less than
no,
3.
if num is less than the length of the string, then the dots should not add to the length of your output. So,
but if it's num, if num is less than 3,
if num is less than the length of the string, whatever string is. So
yeah,
if
so what
the
is that thing about num is less than 3?
if num is less than or equal to 3, that is the first part. Where if as long as the length of num is less than or equal, well, not the length of num, but as long as num itself is less than or equal to 3, truncate the string to the length of whatever num is and add those 3 dots to it.
Wait, you solved it already, Craig?
Yeah.
Rockstone. They only done stuff. Yeah. Alright. So now code. Alright.
It's just, I remember this one taking forever because I could just not understand what they were asking. I think it's just how it's worded. I should really sit down and reword it.
You're supposed to give what you're supposed to show 3 first?
No, if num is less than or equal to 3, then you just simply truncate the string
to 3
to the length of whatever num is and add the 3 dots. I think basically what is supposed to happen is your output is not supposed to be more than, what is it, 6 or 7 or something like that. Else output that string. There's, like I said, it's always worded. So let me see if I can reverse engineer it. If
less than that, need the number of times. Or should I do it?
all right, truncate a string if it is longer than num. Return the truncated if truncate a string if it is longer than a given number. Return that truncated string with ... Truncate a string if it is longer than the given maximum string length. In other words,
First thing.
yeah, so whatever num is, add 3 to that, and you're basically saying that the truncated string should always be less than, well, should be always equal to that amount.
Okay, I'll pass it, but I had to hack it. Num is less than 3, you return string. Look at me have.
Oh, let me get off of this.
Yeah, let's just send it. No, let's send it.
Oh, alright.
That works, but when the num less than 3 argument was below the other one,
Whoa, where did it go?
I had problems. It wasn't passing some other cases. But all I'm gonna do was switch run one and it worked. So I don't. Second one. How that looks so?
Oh, see there. Oh, huh. Is there no way to get this larger?
Double click, yeah.
Function. Okay. If num is less than equal to 3, return substring, right?
But when I had it
If num is return okay. Yeah. And then last, yeah. But how come you have 2 ifs? That can work. I mean, obviously, if it's passing.
If you not pass the first one, then you
Oh, I idiot. God bless me, please.
We're back on live. This is part 2 on March 13th, session 9, YaadCode FreeCodeCamp live coding session. So we are continuing on at this lesson here. It is called oh no, we just finished that. Truncated string, we finished that. And now we are
Chunky
at
monkey.
Chunky monkey. What is that? Huh? Something serious? Heard you, Ken. What is
Yeah,
that?
for real.
Yeah.
Write a function that splits an array first argument into groups the length of size second argument and returns them as a 2-dimensional array. That sounds confusing. Alright, let's try that again. Write a function that splits an array into groups which are the length of the second parameter and returns them as a 2-dimensional array, meaning the first part should be a broken up array and the second part should be whatever num is. I mean, whatever size is. No, doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
So why would that be 2?
Okay, so it has to be in a 2-dimensional array. Well, multi-dimensional array, but 2 different sub-arrays are in there. Inside each of the main array. So no matter the second number one be, no matter what size one be, I got still 2 arrays I have within the big array. So seeing that you have 2 in this case, you would put A and B into an array by itself. But let's say the array here is 18. Like 18 different
So how do you restrict the size of an array?
2 yeah.
Yeah, how do you restrict the size of an array? Like how do you say make me an array that only has 3 dimensions or only has 3 elements in it?
Okay, so
without just creating that array.
Or maybe you'd have to loop through the array.
Yeah.
Wherever want to reach the maximum amount. Well, no.
Modulus might be useful at this point. Let me think.
Wait, but I think I have an idea. I'll try it.
If 3. No, but there needs to be 3 arrays. Oh no, you're right. It is only going to be 2 arrays. No. Yeah, you're right. No, it's 2. No, this is 3.
Divided by 2 equals 3.5. So that's 4. Skanking sweet.
Alright, so how we say now we're going to break an array into how we define or constrict the size of an array?
Sir, I would love to answer that question, but
You can create a new array using the constructor. This is the array constructor. And pass the length of the array now.
You can tell the constructor how long the array is supposed to be?
Yeah, new array. So
see.
var whatever array equal new array open bracket 6. We create an array with length 6.
Or wait, no.
plus equal size. The mega push. Fine now. Array that push. What may I push?
Yeah, with every one rock with me. I mean, I can't reggae music sweet. Whoa, whoa. Skanking sweet.
Let me try. What is Jesus? What me do? What me do? Somebody please tell me if me buck up on something or me completely off.
Oh, I wanted the console log that. That's my answer.
Can a nigga take a look at
Oh.
a nigga code? Alright, so. I don't know.
I want the answer. I just want to see what is working. Return. Oh. Oh, what?
So it did cut it by 2, but it want to cut it by 3. What me do wrong? Should I assign? Wait a minute, make count. Okay. Am I supposed to reassign count? So each time it loop through it there. Alright, count plus equal size. Our start count at 0. Let's try something. God. No. Oh no. After. Nope.
Hold on, what's happening here? So you have a runner. This one.
I should laugh at myself. I think I should laugh at myself.
That makes sense.
How do you loop through an array and start a new array at a number? How do you?
At the index of that.
Yeah, how do you in the middle of your iteration say, all right, start a new array when you've reached a certain point?
Break and continue. I've never used those, but
I've never really used those either, but it sounds like, yeah, because you would basically be saying if I equal size Oh, let me look at this. What is this? No, what is fucking light?
What is it? Yo, madness. It's a gift. Yeah, I found chicken that.
How do I do this today in the fucking full screen? Oh, let me see this.
Anybody else in the code of my fucking screen?
Yeah, is it? I'm trying to see. Is it? There, look on it now. What the hell is this? Oh, I just figured that out.
Yo, this is crazy.
Alright, let me see. Let final array equal that. Let count equals 0 for let 4. Let index equals 0. Index less than AR length. Final array dot push AR. Whoa.
This is crazy.
Yeah, but the fact that you reached that far is good.
I don't know.
I still don't know how you managed to get a second array into that.
Because I push it information on blank array. Oh, wait a minute. 0. Really, so you start off at 0. Count. Count will start at 0.
Yeah.
Alright, so count plus size equals size. Can I add an X size? Can I add +1 here?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Nigga, that's crazy.
Put a bracket around you. Put a bracket around the size and +1. And let me see what happens when you run that.
That to be size multiply.
No. Around around size too. Put size +1 inside the parentheses. Yeah. Run that. Let me see. Oh, same thing. All right. I don't know. How did you manage to get that second array in the first place? I still don't understand that. Let final array be blank. Let count equals 0. Then you're going to loop through to the size of length, the size of the array.
Does this return a new array?
So there's a new string. Oh, check true, this is string. Go to array.slash.
This is returning a new array. Isn't there one?
No, we're in this string. You have to go to the array section.
Oh, silly. I think if we can cut the array each time, we're gonna end up with each time we cut it, we're gonna end up with a shorter array. So I'm thinking if we can cut the array, or the cut slice.
I still don't understand how a second array is created in the first place. Like I just don't.
When I cut the information, it plays. We're pushing it into a blank array. Let's go to the code.
Oh, so it's returning the original. So you're returning the original array and the new array.
And the new array as the covering.
Oh, because I only saw return final array, so I wasn't even. Oh, okay, all right.
Splice.
Yeah.
From count to index. Then we go count. Spell properly and done. Yeah. Plus size +1, I believe. I don't know. Please don't embarrass me. This is crazy. Crazy, I tell you. This is so crazy. Ooh.
But you see that's all right. But how come if you're gonna return the first array and then whatever it is the final array, that's only gonna work when you have 2 arrays. What happens when you need 3? Because like if you on their page, there's one where they had 3 and it returns the first array has like 3 elements, the second array has 3 elements, and then there's a third array that has the final element.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, look at where is it?
This one?
1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one. Chunk array in groups where it has 0 to 6 as the array and it has 3. One right above where you just highlight.
This one? Oh,
or that one too. Or that one too. Because this one also has it. This one has 3. So the second parameter is is what the length of each inner array should be, unless you don't have enough elements to fill that. So, in other words, what we're basically saying is create an array, create X amount of an arrays, as long as those arrays are not longer than this amount, and go until you reach the end. But I don't know, how do you tell it to create a new array?
I have
what
I'm doing.
No, well, I guess you would loop through the length of the original array, and
But sometimes
if
you'll have empty spaces, empty arrays being pushed.
if it has to be the length of the second. It cannot be greater than the length of the second element. So again,
This is crazy.
because you see, you can divide the length of the string by the second parameter, whatever num is, and that will tell you how many arrays you need to have. However, how do you tell it go and create those many arrays? Create 3 arrays or create 4 arrays or whatever.
I have no clue. This is too crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. That one. I suggest that we might be, I suspect
Boom.
that we might be starting the next one with this.
We're done. We get it.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
All right.
How?
Yeah, because I am at a loss.
Yeah, we're copy alpha. Careful.
Did you see that? Holy shoot. All right. Var number math.floor array.length divided by size. Right. So it's giving you the number of arrays. Exactly. Output equal blah blah. Current equal, yeah. So for var 1, I is less than the number of arrays plus 1.
Alright, sorry, we're just supposed to use C lesser instead of the +1.